Hi Gemini, welcome to Awaken Spirit Wisdom. In this reading we will explore what shadow energy you are currently transmuting personally and also collectively, which you may or may not be aware of. So I'm going to pull a blind spot card and then I'll read from the book because there's way too much information. Basically it has a symbol to activate healing around the issue that you're currently working through. And then I'll be pulling out a crystal card and an angel card to support you through your process. And then we'll have a look at any additional information you need to know and the outcome if you do continue with this process. So, I've just lost my train of thought. So when you come into this reading, you may not think that it resonates with you initially, but over the next couple of days it may make sense to you, so you can come back to the reading if you want. These cards have a funny way of doing that, so don't be surprised if that happens. And also, just to let you know, this reading is not time specific. I trust that if you have been drawn to this reading, a deeper part of you, of your soul, is ready to move you through this energy and to help transform it. So obviously bear in mind this is a general reading and it will mean something slightly different to each of you, so just take what resonates for you. I'm going to pick out all the cards and then I will start your reading, so feel free to jump ahead if you want. So Spirit, can you let us know what Gemini is currently transmuting at the moment, personally and collectively? Just one card please, Spirit. One card for Gemini. I think Gemini, you're the first lot of readings I have done. Out of all the readings I've done, you're the first that a card hasn't come flying out for. So either you guys are sorted or you just don't want to look at what's coming up for you. Whatever it is, I understand. So let's see what we've got here. Okay. And what card is going to support you? A crystal, I mean. What card is going to support Gemini, please, Spirit? Just one card, please. So you've got two, and I'm going to put them back as just one. Couldn't decide which one is more apt for you, and I didn't want my stuff in the way, so one more shuffle. I just want it to be what it is, rather than what I think it should be. And out of those two, you've got a totally different one. So I trust that that will be the right one. And the angel that is going to support you through this. So which angel is coming forward for Gemini through this process, please, Spirit? And then the outcome or any further information Gemini needs to be aware of to help with the process, please. I have got an itchy nose, so sorry about that. Some of these cards are just too big for my hands. And these cards aren't that big, but my hands just can't hold them properly. So Gemini, please, Spirit. one more card. Great. So right then, Gemini. So you've picked card number 32. I have a funny feeling that this is the same card Leo got. Let me double check. No, Sagittarius got this card. So if you have any Sagittarius in your moon, rising, or your birth chart, do have a look at the Sagittarius reading. It may bring you some more information. So number 32 is Judgment. Okay, so I'm going to read from the book. If you have drawn this card, your negative judgment in this scenario is making it impossible for you to get the result you want. To have a perspective at all, you must judge. To even call a clock is to judge it as a clock and thus restrict its potential energy to that of a clock. We judge, that's what people do. And judgment, like any tool, can be beneficial to you or harmful to you depending on when and how it is used. We all have perspective about each other. If you have an opinion, you have judged. Trying not to have an opinion defies life. It is the flexibility or openness of the opinion that makes the opinion either more or less painful. And it is our perspectives and individual preferences that fuel universal expansion. Hearing other people's honest perspectives can be very beneficial to our growth and to the expansion of the universe. A great many people try to get rid of all judgment in themselves. This is neither beneficial nor possible. However, noticing and changing your painful judgments, the ones that seek to push something away from you, as well as developing a flexibility in your perspective, is beneficial. If you have drawn this card, you must first understand that it is what you must first understand is that it is painful to negatively judge and disapprove of something for both the giver of the criticism and the receiver. In holding a negative judgment, we must match the frequency of our negative judgment, and so we hold ourselves as well as the receiver in a low vibrational chokehold. This is what we do when we try to push away anything in the universe based on the law of attraction. We do nothing but vibrationally join the thing we are pushing against. I have to scratch my nose, sorry. It becomes included in your vibration. This is why many teachers and guides will tell you not to accept any negative judgment within yourself and instead adopt the policy that, in inverted brackets, if you don't have something nice to think or say, don't think or say anything at all. But this is neither practical nor useful, and it puts a muzzle on a part of you that very much needs your attention and care. Becoming aware of your own judgments opens the door for growth and sharing your honest opinion or experience, even if that opinion or experience is not positive, provides others the opportunity for growth. When we make judgments about situations, we believe behavior is due to something in a person's situation without fully understanding that person's position. For example, you may judge someone as irritable because they are on their period, when in fact it is because of something that we did to irritate them. Our brains are wired to make automatic judgments. We move through the world quickly discerning. We do not spend time or energy on understanding everything we perceive. When we judge, we have an attachment to the right versus wrong, good versus bad. When we are very black and white in the way we relate to the world, we say a definite yes or a definite no to things without much openness or understanding. In truth, you may be terrified to understand or to open yourself to what you already condemned. This is an understandable but unnecessary fear. It must also be said that people cannot change or often even admit to what you judge them for. It is too unsafe to do so. Flexibility and understanding are the only things that will make a person feel safe enough to look at the truth and make changes, especially changes that scare them. For example, if you judge someone as bad or wrong for eating meat, they will defend their stance because in that moment you are making them wrong and bad. If you push something away, which is what you are doing when you judge, it will not be open to you or your perspective. So if you've drawn this card using awareness, patience and bravery to get outside your attachment to what is right or wrong, bad or good, is critical so that you can understand instead of judge. Doing so sets the stage for unification, harmony, and the communication that creates resolve. Okay, Gemini, so I think for Sagittarius, a lot of this judgment issue was around the self-judgment and critical self-judgment. For you, I feel that for some of you that resonates with you as well. I feel for some of you it's more fear-based energy that's coming through, that's at the root of this judgment, is that you are afraid to look at these things. You're judging them out of fear because you don't fully understand these situations or experiences or ideas or whatever it is. It could be anything. May even tie in with what's going on in the world right now. I mean, it could be anything. So I feel that what Spirit are wanting you to do is spend some time reflecting on what areas of your life or what situations you tend to be quite fixed in your judgment, and maybe just do some research and explore a bit more, get some more information, open your mind, open your perspective, because I feel that once you get a bit more information and understanding or perspective, it will help you gain better understanding of other people's experiences. And you don't have to agree with their experiences or what they're doing, but instead of judgment you can hold compassion and understanding, which frees you of any entangled energy that's coming through as a result of the judgment, and thus frees your vibrational energy so that you're not sitting in that energy, that experience that you don't want to be involved with. Hope that makes sense. Something else is coming through. It just came in, flashed straight out. It will help you gain a better perspective and understanding, and will give you more sense of flexibility. So people will perceive you being more understanding and more flexible towards them, which will then relax their relationship around you, and then before you know it, you'll have much greater understanding. They'll feel that some of the stuff that's coming through is this person's got their stance and you've got your stance, and you're not really kind of seeing eye to eye or understanding each other. You're kind of doing this, but underneath all of this mixed up stuff, actually you're on the same page as each other, but the way you're communicating it and the way you your behavior around it is triggering one another, and then you're just going straight into judgment. So I feel that if you step back and just have a look at what it is, and look at the deeper fear that's going on, what it is that you don't want to experience, or what scares you about the situation. You don't have to accept the situation. What Spirit are asking is that you have an understanding of it, and thus that will then free you of the vibration of the entanglement that the judgment is keeping you stuck in. I hope that makes sense. So some of you, this is connected to your own critical stuff. So if you do feel that it's self-judgment and self-criticism, do have a look at the Sagittarius reading, it may help you bring some insights as well. So you have the crystal muscovite. If you don't have this crystal, you can call on the energy of muscovite to help you through whatever this is for you. And the keywords are reflective, flexible, insight. Well, there you go. Do I need to read the rest of it? Drawing this card indicates it is time to step outside yourself and see yourself and your situation clearly. Do you live your life with conscious reflection of your actions and motivations? If not, it's time to listen, absorb, and reflect. I don't need to say any more, but anyway. So I do feel that the key thing that's coming through is reflection and having a deep understanding of your own stuff and having compassion for that, which will then help all this other stuff to dissolve. This highly angelic stone has strong mystical connections and reveals all that is necessary for spiritual growth. The pink variety is most useful for angelic contact. It opens the heart to visions and stimulates raising the love energy of the higher levels. It inspires intuitive and psychic skills. Muscovite reveals all that is problematic with humanity. It helps us to recognize all aspects of ourselves and bring the unconscious behavior into the light. Love, energy, and insight enable us to see relationships clearly and dispel deception. With knowledge comes release of tension and balance, and muscovite promotes a flexible, clear perception of reality. It initiates change by allowing us to see ourselves as others do and support the process of growth with loving acceptance. Clarity of understanding expands our mental abilities and even our physical appearance, as well as all within and around us becomes brighter and more authentic. So that pretty much speaks for itself and ties in with the energy that you are currently transmuting. So ask the angels to help bring in some more compassion and love, even if it's for yourself first and foremost. Because once you hold that for yourself and your judgments, so nobody's saying that you do anything wrong, it's just that this is coming into awareness because you are transmuting it. So transmute it with a sense of gratitude, compassion for yourself, self-love and self-care. The angels that want to help you, because you've got Archangel Raphael coming through, and he is the healing angel, and you've got angel therapy, so I feel that it's more than one angel coming through. And he is saying, give your cares and worries to the angels and allow us to take your burdens. So for some of you who are caught up in the stuff that's going on in the world and feeling very judgmental about all these things that are taking place, it's not your burden to carry, which is what the angels are trying to say. They have all of this in hand. So what is it that is being triggered in you that is needed to be looked at is your job. That's your responsibility. You can't go and fix the world or change the world. All you can do is look at you, heal your wounds, your perceptions, and everything around you will change. The way you see things will change. You've got the messenger of air, and this is your energy coming through. And if you just look at this card, there's a lot of like freedom that's coming through, a sense of like clarity of like, I don't have to worry about this stuff. It's not mine to worry. The angels are taking care of all of this. And also I feel that the angels are working with you mentally, psychologically, to help you with clearing this energy. So don't be surprised if you, I don't know why, but for some of you, you may feel like somebody's touching your face or your hair. That is confirmation of the angels coming through. And very strongly, I'm getting white feathers. So I do feel that you guys, some of you have strong spiritual connection to the angelic realm or to spirit, and they are really wanting to shift this energy, because I feel that your energy is higher vibrational and you need to connect back into that by letting all this energy go, and they are totally supporting you to do that. Because we're coming into the Ace of Water now. This is a brand new beginning for you, especially around your emotional well-being. So I do feel that this is going to really help you find your center again and give you that sense of it's coming through, even though it's a pearl, it's coming through as clarity. Spirit are trying to tell me something else. Definitely coming through as a sense of clarity within yourself. So I feel that your perception and your self-worth for some reason is coming back in. This so ties in with the Sagittarian reading. So you may want to really look at that reading. It may have something to do with you or help you. It's to do with your sense of self-worth, self-belief. It will give you a greater understanding of what it is that you've been afraid of and why you've held these judgments. And it's not saying that you're a bad person, but what this pattern is bringing you is a massive blessing of something that you haven't realized within yourself before. And once you get underneath that fear, you're going to fully understand this amazing part of you that wants to come into your being, because you've got the 10 of Earth coming up. Now, this card represents fruition, manifestation, money, abundance, grounded long-term stability. So I feel that this energy coming forward as a result of this is just going to blow your brain. It's going to bring you that sense of stability that you've been wanting, but also will help to bring your energy in alignment so that you can achieve and fulfill and manifest all the abundance that is rightfully yours. And I think I mentioned that earlier on in the reading. This is very much to do with balancing your emotional and spiritual energy. So I do feel that you are, or more actually, it's not really, I'm talking rubbish. This is you balancing your emotional and your psychological, mental energy, while Spirit is overseeing everything for you. And I do feel that once this is balanced, opportunities are going to come in for you. Now, obviously, this is different for each and every one of you. So I do feel that your perception is going to be a lot clearer as to what it is that you want. You may need to take some time to go into hangman mode. This hangman mode does give us the opportunity to look at things from a totally different perspective. So it may be that you need to go inward and change your mind, your perception. Or it may be that if you're really resisting this, that Spirit will actually end up throwing you upside down, and you're going to feel like everything's upside down. Now, I know we're in that energy at the moment, and we may or may not be coming out of that, and who knows what that's going to look like. But I feel that this is going to be an additional flip for you. And there is reference to the moon, the full moon. So it may be that between now and the full moon eclipse in Capricorn on the 5th of July, at some point during that time, you're going to be upside down. Don't fight it. Don't get upset about it. Don't be pissed off about it. Don't be like, what's wrong with me? Just go, okay, something is coming in to change my perception, and Spirit are bringing this into you. They're changing things for you so that you get whatever it is you need to get, because this is really important with your new beginning, because you've got the Ace of Fire coming up. And this ties in with having passion for your next step as well. So creative energy, passion, excitement, spark, learning. So some of you may be going back to school or studies. There's something, this is leading you down something quite passionate, but you can't get to this point until you've actually activated this part of you and integrated it into your being by working through this energy. So you are on a nice journey towards something really wonderful that's coming up. You've got abundance coming in once this is sorted out. There may be for some of you a period of being absolutely thrown upside down, and you may need to go into nature and just recharge your batteries and walk away from absolutely everything. Stop trying to make things work, because sometimes Spirit needs to do their thing and intervene and really help to clear all that old stuff, so you have a whole brand new perspective of yourself and all the situations you're currently struggling with. Right, Gemini, I hope that helps give you some insight and clarity. Obviously it is different for each of you, so just take what you need and what resonates. I wish you all the best of luck. Please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm just trying to get this channel moving, and I really apologize for the sound. I know it's not great, and hopefully by the next reading I will have something better. Fingers crossed. So thank you for your patience. Take care.